You, my friend, have been paged. And the system responsible for metric collecting and alerting is probably Prometheus. And so at the heart of Prometheus are metrics or measurements. These are the values we're interested in. So what is the state of my apps or my systems? And a metric, so this is a metric, can have different labels. So the number of requests can depend on the endpoint, the handler, or the instance. And so metric plus labels equal time series. So at the center, at the heart of it all, we have the Prometheus server. That's actually just a Golang binary. You download it, you run it, and boom, monitoring. And this is exactly what I did, so it's rather simple. And within it, there is a TSDB, a time series database. That's where we store our time series we were looking at. And the way it works, at regular scrape intervals, 15 seconds or so, we send HTTP requests to targets and we pull the metrics. And in our case, in the example out of the box, we are actually monitoring Prometheus itself. So a kind of watcher being watched situation. And you simply send an HTTP request, you pull the metrics, and you can see them here. And these values are then added to the time series database, which is basically just files on your disk. At a later time, you want to query these metrics either using the API or a UI, and you can explore them via the Prometheus web UI. This is what we were doing, or another visualization tool such as Grafana, or your own custom API clients if you're feeling adventurous. Anyway, also based on these values, you can have alert rules. So what we did here is we had a simple expression, but we could have more elaborate expressions with aggregations and sums and comparisons. And we can say, if this is true, then send an alert. And this is where Alertmanager comes in. And you can define receivers. So you can have PagerDuty, email, Slack, Discord, Telegram, what have you. And when an alert is triggered, it's then sent to the receiver using Alertmanager. And that's the big picture. So another interesting component of Prometheus is service discovery. We need to know where the targets we're monitoring are. We can specify them in the config file and have Prometheus query them. But in today's modern cloud environments, things change rather quickly. So Prometheus has this ability to dynamically discover targets. So you can point it to Kubernetes or an AWS account or an HTTP endpoint or what have you, and it will automatically discover the targets and scrape them. And this is rather powerful. But you might be wondering, all that sounds good in theory, but how do we get these metrics? How do I get my app to have an endpoint like this that exposes these metrics? Well, the answer is as follows. If you own the code of your app and you manage it, then you import Prometheus client libraries and create metrics and increment the counts yourself. So for instance, if you have an HTTP application, a web application, you create metrics, and whenever a request comes in, you increment that metric. If an error happens or an exception is thrown, you increment the error count, and so on. But what happens if you want to monitor a system or an application whose code you don't own and you can't modify to expose a metrics endpoint? Prometheus' solution to that is exporters. So the idea is you run a standalone program that knows how to communicate with that system and gets the metric out of it, and then exposes them, exports them using the Prometheus format. And here we're looking at the MySQL exporter, which runs as a standalone program that gets the MySQL metrics and exposes a Prometheus compatible endpoint. If you are feeling adventurous, however, and the system is open source, you can always fork it and add metrics yourself. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's actually take a look at an example. We start by downloading Prometheus and Alertmanager. So you just pick your OS and your architecture, and you download the compressed file, you uncompress it, and you run the binary. So here I have the two uncompressed files, and I can run the binaries. And once I do that, Prometheus is available on port 9090. and Alertmanager is available on port 1993. So what we want to do now is have a simple application, in this case, Golang HTTP server that has some Prometheus metrics, exposes them, and then whenever a certain condition is met, we alert on it. So we're looking at a simple program that imports the Prometheus client libraries, defines two metrics. So we have multiple metric types. We have counters, which can only go up, such as request total, or gauges, which can go up and down. And these are usually used for memory usage or CPU usage and so on. We define our counters and we register them, and then within our handler. So whenever an HTTP request comes in, we increment the metric with the appropriate labels, because as we said, a metric plus its label values is what defines a time series. So within a single metric, you can have multiple time series. So in this case, we increment the HTTP request total, and when we hit the bad endpoint, we increment the error count. My HTTP server is going to listen on port 8000, and we're going to expose the Prometheus metrics on the /metrics endpoint. So I start my server, and then I go to localhost 8000, and I can see the response on the root. So this is one response, we incremented the counter. If I go to bad, we get the other response, and we increment the error count. And these metrics are exposed in the metrics endpoint. And if we refresh here, we can see that it's set to 3 and it keeps incrementing. So now we have our app, it's running and it's exposing metrics. Prometheus doesn't know about our app, so we need to inform it. And the way we do that is we configure it in the target. So we tell it you need to scrape localhost 8000. That's our application. And it gets these metrics and adds them to its time series database. One more thing I need to tell Prometheus about Alertmanager, because you can have Alertmanager running someplace else. And here it's lying on the same machine on localhost port 1993, so it knows where it should forward the alerts to. So if we go to Prometheus and look for my app HTTP request total, we can see the total. We can also look for the errors, and we can see the value 3. So now what we want to do is define an alert that says whenever we have an error, let us know that something horribly wrong is going on. So whenever the error count is greater than 0, we want to be notified. So we define this alert as such. We provide an expression basically saying if the error total is greater than 0 for more than 10 seconds, send an alert with severity high, and this is the contents of the alert. So we indicate the value, we can also specify the labels. And in Alertmanager, we configure a receiver, basically where this alert should be sent to. So we route this alert to Discord, that's our receiver, and we provide the webhook URL. So this is Discord channel, basically. We can have multiple receivers and then route based on labels and severity. Because we have already triggered an alert by accessing the bad endpoint, a message has been dispatched to my Discord server, which is pretty cool. So you can see how easy it is to instrument your app, define some metrics, provide an expression that indicates when something goes wrong, you get alerted in your configured receiver. Anyway, I hope this has been informative. Let me know what you think.